The price of Bitcoin is about to explode, but the moment you buy Bitcoin, it is most likely going to crash because it's a trap that Wall Street is about to set. The United States and Iran have agreed on a 2-week ceasefire. This ceasefire could lead to a long-lasting peace, or this is just going to be a 2-week ceasefire. But that doesn't mean that Wall Street is not going to use this opportunity to make a lot of money out of average traders and average investors who don't know much about Bitcoin. So in this video, pay a very close attention, because if you're willing to buy Bitcoin when the price is going to explode, chances that you will lose a lot of money are insanely high. So the price of Bitcoin over the last 6 months have crashed by about 45%. This is a huge crash in the price of Bitcoin, but there is a very good chance that the price of Bitcoin is going to rise, but it's going to be a trap. Why? Now, if you want to understand what Bitcoin is and how investors view Bitcoin, you have to look at Bitcoin from the lens of an investor. Investors don't really care whether it's Bitcoin, it's a stock, or it's gold, whatever that is. At the end of the day, it is an investment. And an investment means, from the perspective of investors, is that cash goes in and more cash comes out. And that's what we call a return on an investment. So when you understand the return on the investment, that's when you can actually value that business. When it comes to crypto and Bitcoin in particular, it is very difficult to value it. Why? Because unlike a traditional business where we can calculate how much money the business can potentially make, Bitcoin doesn't earn anything. The power and the value of Bitcoin comes from its network. The more people use Bitcoin, the more people use crypto, the more valuable Bitcoin is going to become. And because its value is really vague, it's really difficult to put a price tag on it, which is why investors usually treat Bitcoin like a very risky, volatile tech stocks, such as Tesla or Palantir. So if we understand how investors are viewing Bitcoin, then we can most likely predict how Wall Street is going to put their bets on. So here's how it works. To understand any kind of an investment, you have to understand the most basic principle in investing. $1 today worth than $1 tomorrow. But why $1 today worth than $1 tomorrow? Why is that the case? Why $1 in the future doesn't worth than $1 today? Think about it for a moment. When we have created fiat currency and the currency today is not backed by anything, it has a systematic inflation. So no matter what happens, usually in 99.9% cases, the value of the dollar will be evaporated as time goes by for multiple reasons. It could be because there is inflation, it could be because we print more money, it could be because there is more demand. And if you basically take how our banking system works, which we called fractional reserve banking, the nature of the currency that it expands. So even if there is just $1,000 of pure cash in the system, the moment you deposit that money in a bank, the bank will create loans worth about $1,000. Now someone else has another $1,000. So plus the $1,000 that was initially deposited in the bank, that's $2,000. Now that second person will go and deposit that money in another bank. Then that bank will be able to create more loans, and so on and so forth. So in our modern economy, the nature of cash and money is that it expands. And we know from the basic laws of economics that supply and demand determine the value of anything. So if the supply of money keeps growing, the value of the dollar keeps going down. So $1 today in our pocket worth a lot more than $1 tomorrow. Or think about it this way. If I would tell you, you have a choice. You can choose $1 million today or $1 million 10 years from now. Which $1 million you are going to use? Of course, $1 million today. You can take that $1 million, get yourself a house, because you know that in 10 years, house prices will at least double. Or you can take that money and buy US treasuries and receive interest from the US government. Currently, you can receive about 4% in yields from the US government. So every single year, that $1 million will generate $40,000 in pure cash. Do you understand the logic why $1 today worth more than $1 tomorrow? When we take that logic, we have to apply it now to the second thing, which is current events impact by how much the value of the dollar changes. So just because a dollar today worth more than a dollar tomorrow, the next question is that by how much the dollar today worth than a dollar tomorrow. So current events that take place around the world, such as an increase in oil prices, an increase in inflation, and interest rates, maybe a war, all of that impact the value of the future dollars, and that will determine the true valuation of the business today. Let me give you an example. Let's say, hypothetically, that Bitcoin will generate $100 in 12 months from now. In the first case, inflation is 3%. What is going to be the value of that $100 in 12 months from now if inflation is 3%? The value is $97. Does that make sense? Because $100 minus 3%. Now, in alternative scenario, let's say that inflation is 10%. What is going to be the value of the $100 in 12 months from now? It is going to be $90. So nothing fundamentally changed. In both cases, Bitcoin will generate $100. But just because inflation has increased from 3% to 10%, the amount of real dollars that Bitcoin will generate has plummeted, which is why the valuation of Bitcoin goes down instantly. So let's take a look at how the price of oil is impacting the price of Bitcoin. Yesterday, the price of oil was $116. At a certain point, it has even risen to $119. And there was expectations by investors that the price of oil could explode to $200 if there is going to be a ground invasion by the United States. Now, ask yourself a question. What does that do to the value of future dollars? High oil prices means there is high inflation. High inflation means that future dollars will become a lot less valuable. So the dollars today will become a lot more valuable. Because if future dollars become less valuable, that is basically the exact same thing as dollars today becoming more valuable. And that means that if nothing changes and the future of Bitcoin remains the same, in today's dollars, Bitcoin is going to generate a lot less money. Today, the price of oil has plummeted to $95. Suddenly, that means that there is going to be less inflation. So yeah, the value of future dollars still worth a lot less than today, but they're worth a lot less compared to when the price of oil was about $119 or $116. So on paper, Bitcoin now will generate a lot more money today than it did yesterday, even though nothing fundamentally changed. And that's the perspective that investors usually look through any kind of investment. Let's take another example. How the ceasefire changes the Fed's interest rates expectations. So we were expecting the Federal Reserve to lower down interest rates because we know that the US economy is slowing down, the unemployment is rising. That was basically the words that the Fed said. If the Fed lowers down interest rates, that's because the US economy is getting into a recession. And a recession means that a slowdown in demand. And a slowdown in demand means lower inflation, which means that future cash flow becomes a lot more valuable. But in the last meeting of the Fed, the chairman of the Fed made it clear to the world. The Federal Reserve is not going to lower down interest rates. Why? Because the war in Iran is going to cause massive inflation because it is leading to massive increases in oil prices. But now because there is a ceasefire between the United States and Iran, we can expect that the Fed will actually lower down interest rates in the foreseeable future because the current circumstances changed entirely compared to yesterday. But what is the trap? How they are going to manipulate prices? If you look at the price of Bitcoin, you see that it's either dramatically rising or it's dramatically falling down. And that's because the Bitcoin market is over leveraged. That means that when people are buying Bitcoin, they're not just using their own money, but rather they're borrowing money. And leverage ratios in crypto markets could go 1 to 100. That means that for every dollar that you put to buy Bitcoin, you can buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. So if you just have $1,000 and you buy Bitcoin with $1,000, you can create in the market demand worth over $100,000. Now imagine somebody puts $1 million. Suddenly you have created a demand worth $100 million. and so on and so forth. So even this little small news can actually push the Wall Street to actually create that artificial huge demand in the market that is going to lead the Bitcoin price to actually rise substantially higher and instantly be overvalued. This is going to attract a lot of attention. This is going to attract a lot of investors to also buy Bitcoin, because when they see the price of Bitcoin is rising, this is the time to make a lot of money. And a lot of people who will jump to buy a Bitcoin, they will also use leverage, which means that the price of Bitcoin will rise even farther. But here is the problem with the entire thing, that the ceasefire that is right now between the United States and Iran is not a final ceasefire. They have agreed on 10 points that have Iran presented to the United States. But these 10 points are maximalist demands. These demands are insane. Honestly, I still cannot possibly believe that the United States will accept these terms. Because one of the terms is, for example, Iran will have full control of the Strait of Hormuz. That means that Iran will be charging tolls, and these tolls could be charged in yuan, which is literally a direct replacement of the US dollar as the global reserve currency. Secondly, United States should leave the entire Middle East and close all the military bases. That is again another maximalist demand that I cannot possibly for now imagine that the United States will agree to that. So this ceasefire could just last 2 weeks and the war will go back. And that means that oil prices will rise again, and the expectations of the Federal Reserve to lower down interest rates is not happening. In fact, the Fed might even increase interest rates in the foreseeable future. So previous market conditions will be backed, which means that on paper, the price of Bitcoin will become a lot less valuable, which means that all of these institutional investors who are making their decisions much faster than you, they will instantly sell their Bitcoins, which means that the price of Bitcoin will plummet slightly. But because the entire market is over leveraged, everybody in the market is going to get a margin call, which means that the price of Bitcoin isn't just going to plummet slightly, but rather it is going to crash, just like it does every single time. So if you're planning to actually make money when the price of Bitcoin rises again in the foreseeable future because of this ceasefire, you have to be extremely careful, because if you don't actually get out of the market in the right time, you might actually lose all the money that you put. So do not fall under this trap. If you're a very experienced trader, you might make a lot of money. But if you're not, do not be fooled by this trap. And if you want a step-by-step strategy on how you can maximize your returns in this environment and learn how to make your first $1 million in the stock market, then join the Investing Academy. The link is in the description of this video.